We're working on another stage of the quarter scale cup, and this one is on installing the door, which is quite unique to the Piper cups, to the J3s and the Super cups, and it's, they usually refer from the clamshell door. You can open them up, they step in, close, and then starting out, I made a template of this opening. Open it up. I put a piece of paper, a hard stiff paper on there, and I drew a template of just the shape of the door. Then I take that and put it on a perfectly flat piece, so perfectly level. And then you build the door on the template, and I used dowels, mostly dowel pins for this part of the door. And what I did was I flattened the dowels out. Flatten them out so they're rounded a little bit on top, and then the center pieces are flattened out a little bit to make the door a little thinner, and use a little bigger dowel so it's more sturdy, because you don't want it to warp this way. Because to get a fit, to get it to fit on this end and that end, you have to be careful so it's perfectly flat. If it's warped at all, then you get a gap, they twist. So a dowel is very stiff. There's no bend to it. So usually when you build it straight. So now this door is already installed, and I use the hinges. I use small brass hinges that you can buy at the hardware store. And they're very sturdy, and they open up nice. And then I took the miniature bolts and put bolts through them with miniature bolts. Then I covered it again so the top was covered up. Then the nuts are on the inside. So that's the bottom part of the door. Now the top part is the same to get it perfectly fitted, and I use basswood for the frame, because basswood is very stiff. There's no give to that. So for the frame, I used basswood because I wanted a flat piece, because I have to put frame on it to mount the window on it. So you get a real tiny frame, you put it on the edge. So when you put the window on, so the window's got a frame to fit into. Then I used the closest size to scale dowel pins for the center braces. And then you measure it, and they use the small brass hinges again for the top part. And then again, you have to be really careful. You build it on a very flat surface, so you don't get any warp to it, because then you'd have the same problem where if it isn't perfectly flat, it would gap on either one end or the other. So it takes a little effort to be really careful to get it on a real flat surface and let it go up. And I reinforce the joints. I use fabric to reinforce the joints, and when you cover that up and paint it, that doesn't show at all. So that reinforces all the joints with a little piece of same type of fabric that I use coverall, big coverall that I used to cover the airplane, because it's real thin and very strong, and it makes a very, very good joint on every one joint. If you cover it a little bit, and by the time you fasten it down, you can't even see it. So you don't have that. So you don't want that twist apart. So then you have to make an adjustment, and it closes, they close exactly. So maybe when you get it, both of them on there, you could really fine sand the edges to get where they close together. And you have to do that when you get the door mounted. When you close it, you can work it over real lightly, take off a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom, so you get a tight fit right here. So that's the technique I use. That's the closest to scale that that I could find to get a scale door for opening and closing Icodus. So the next step in it is to fasten it in, and then do a little trimming on the top and the bottom here to get them to close just tight, close together.
Looks good.
So then that opens, this one opens down, and this one opens up flat. So I'll go ahead and put this top one down and see what it looks like. That's and
Okay, I'm on pause.
it's a miniature bolt.
I'm on pause right now. Then you're going to show me how to.
It's a miniature bolt, and then I drill the hole in. So you got to do a little rabbiting here to get the hinges to fit just right in. Then to get these bolts are so tiny. It's a little problem to even see what you're doing. Just get them started. Drivers, little tiny, that type. Start. And you get in there and you just start. Hopefully, you can hit the top of it. I'll start the other one a little bit to get so your bolts.
At the hardware stores.
I buy it at the different hardware stores. You can buy them.
Okay. Okay.
So these I'll tighten up a little more. These open up top, bottom. And when you close them up, you get in the hot airplane, you close them up, bang. You got, and then I'm going to cover this with fabric and all. The door is on the full scale airplane is fabric covered, the bottom door. And then you have the glass in here. It's plexiglass. Use the plexiglass to put in the airplane windows. So then the door would be complete.
Sounds good.
Put the latch. Then you have to. I haven't put the latch in yet. That's another step. Then on and put the latches in. So you can turn them on inside. There's a little rod that goes through the center of the door. And it's got an offset bracket in there. So when you turn it, one rod goes this way, one goes that way. And you turn it with the handle on the inside, and that rod goes through here and into a fitting here on both ends. And this door is, when you lock, it's got a little channel on it that goes over this door. So I haven't put that in there. The little channel goes on there. And when you close...
That's the type. So that's the type of door?
Yep, that's the Piper door. So the next step we'll do is we'll paint it. We'll put 2 coats of nitrate dope on the fabric and